3 o'clock, Mr. Lunch on the spot. 7 o'clock, lazy body, lazy body. What's up, folks? What's up, folks? 3 o'clock, and we are getting started. Let me get myself together here. How's everybody's Saturday? Gonna get some things going while I wait for one or two to hang out here today. All right, but you know what? Let me get some of the housekeeping stuff out the way. All right. Well, visit MonroeVacuums.com if you want to pick up parts and supplies. If I don't have it, just email me. I'll look it up for you to see if we have it. A lot of people have given me phone calls at the office, and if I don't have the part, I will do my best to at least point you in the right direction to someone who have it. We're going to be putting schematic pages up that will make it a lot easier for people. Especially, we're going to start with the machines that are mostly the parts that, you know, the ones that people seem to be having a hard time finding. So I'm gonna kind of do a little deep dive into that. I want to start there. Probably, maybe the first machine that you'll see up there, we're probably going to be a Bissell Revolution. Get some Kirby's up there. Get some a lot of stuff I deal with. How's that? And then I'll try to reach out and see what other people are having a problem with. But also, we also have a t-shirt store. You can go pick up little wacky designs and stuff like that, and get your t-shirts and support the channel that way. So we definitely thankful for that. Also, why is this doing this? Why is this doing this? I don't know what this is. What is this? Can I get rid of this? Let's try it now. Got rid of it. I've been dealing with this thing like for a couple of episodes. Okay, so we're going to be covering a Dyson today, and kind of just, you know, just pity-patting around and trying to look at it and see what's going on and see how to get inside and all that stuff. And if you can kind of just ride with me on that one. All right, but that's it. And also go check out our website. Pick up our new Simplicity line of vacuums. All right, if you want to support the channel, also want to be able to get something for yourself. What I like about these Simplicity Cordless is that the batteries are easily removable. A lot of the one of the new Dysons, the battery is very expensive. It has a, where is it at? Someone was just doing something with that battery. Where's this guy at? Where is he? Where's the guy? There's a guy. Okay, hold on. I think I found him. I think I found the guy. Hold on. Let's see if I can show it. He was showing one of the Dysons that have this type of battery, which I like. Okay, where the setup I like. That's what I mean. Let's see if I can find him. Here he is. Let me see if I can. I want to get to that point of the battery where he shows you how to remove that battery. Does this it here? Is this it? Let me see.
So, you know, it's unlikely that your battery will have gone down, but it might, right?
This is helpful helpful DIY. So big up this guy's channel.
See if your battery's bad, or contact Dyson, or you know, just maybe purchase a new battery and put a new battery. But remember, if you're
now you see that red clip, that's where this battery will come out. Most Dysons, the battery have to be.
If you get your vacuum working again, then you have two working batteries. So always keep that in mind. You have to be the judge of that, right? You have to be the judge of that and see what the problem is. Also, do some troubleshooting online. Like whenever I experience a problem with,
can't find right here.
You want to pull it away from the vacuum. So pull that away from the vacuum, and then pull the battery away from the
Yep,
vacuum.
there it is.
And then go ahead and just put it back in place.
All right.
Until you hear a click.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. So most of the Dysons, the batteries have to be, you have to use a screwdriver and kind of pull it out and everything else, which is not bad compared to other vacuums where the battery's kind of wrapped around the motor, and it's even harder for you to remove those batteries. So, but this is a good one. But again, those batteries are over $100 just to get a battery. I always advocate for getting 2 batteries if you have a cordless unit, because it's inevitable that the batteries are going to go, they're going to stop charging. Okay, so now with the Simplicities, I'll be honest with you, you can just pull the battery right out, slide it right out, squeeze it, pull it out, pop it back in. That's what I like about these kind of vacuums where the batteries are removable. So anyway, you can check out our website and get one of these here and check it out. All right. Okay, so let's start tinkering with this Dyson here. Now, there's a couple of things that happen with this Dyson, all right? Let's see if I can have everyone else join us at the same time, all right? And I will transition over. Okay, let's see if we can do this right. Let's see if we can do it right. All right. So a couple of things happen with this Dyson. This is interesting. This is interesting. What's going on here? Huh. Okay. Okay, well, all right, let's find out. Let's take this off. All right, let me put this back in. You know what I just did? I just removed this, the safety, the filter. The filter activates some kind of safety. Just like if you have a Kirby, if you don't have one part on, it's not going to turn on. Some vacuums are like that, but this is cool that it's like this, that you're not going to operate it without a filter. Now this filter looks a little dirty. Okay, you probably can't see it too well, but this filter has some dirt on it. So let me vacuum up this filter a little bit. But I don't like what it's doing. It just seemed like it turned on its own. Now, washing the filter is what they recommend, but I'll be honest with you, I prefer to try a different filter right now. But I'm gonna vacuum this a little bit, just kind of get in here, just to get it to where I feel a little bit comfortable that there's nothing clogging up this filter. But here's the thing, a lot of the instructions that I see online is to just, you know, do like this to the filter, and get it cleaned off, and then other people wash it. What happens if you don't vacuum it, that dirt that you wash, it hardens. It eventually hardens into like mud, okay? And it becomes harder to, even if it's a thin layer, you don't even have to see it. It could be inside the fabric. And it's hardened if you don't properly get the dirt out before you wet it and all that stuff. And then you also want to make sure that you let these things dry properly, 24 hours or so, before you put it back on the machine. Because the moment that machine start extracting any kind of water, whether it's here, obviously the air is going out this way, but you still don't want to risk it, okay? And you definitely don't want water coming in this side and getting into that motor, because then it's shot, man. I've worked with a couple of these, and once that water get inside this thing, it's done. But I'm interested in taking this apart because I really want to see what's happening inside, and then I want to deal with what's happening here with this turned on its own. So I may have to go inside and take a look at the way the battery is installed here too, and see if that has something to do with it. Because I'm seeing a little gap here. See that gap? There's a gap. Let me see. Right here. It's a little gappy gap. Gappy gap. All right, and maybe that might be something to look at. Okay, I don't know. All right, let's get this battery out first before I do anything. All right. But before I get too deep, I wanna give some people some shout outs. We had some guys hanging this week, man. That was some crazy people, man. I've been dealing with, but fun, fun and crazy. Let me, you know what? Before I start messing with this, let me put on my gloves. Let me get my gloves on. Get my Venom steel gloves. The best little minor work glove. You're gonna do any heavy work, you want to get like the heavy duty work gloves, but like minor stuff, I like these guys because my hands are big and I keep having to kind of wiggle it around, and the blue ones, they rip like really easy, and these guys just seem to be tough. All right, okay, so let's check it out, man. Let's do it. Let's do something. So let me get this battery out. Now, it's using a Phillip right now, so I'm using kind of a mini Phillip to do this. And this, just keep your pressure on it as you're taking it out, because these little screws are easy to strip, man. So you really don't want to. And if you can get even smaller with your Phillip, go smaller than I have right now. Where's my little magnet? I got some stuff on it. Hold on. Let me just do a shortcut here. I'm just gonna throw them in this little thing right here. I gotta get rid of all this stuff here. All right, now I'll deal with you later. I'll deal with you later. All right. So we put it over here. All right, cool. Hey, what's up? Like to say Nish. Oh, these names are the coolest, man. These names are the coolest. There's some creative people out there. That is our nature. That is our nature, man. And when we step outside and we stop being creative, sometimes your work, okay, when you can tell the kind of person you are with that. Just think about it. Just think about it for a second. You start a job or you're working something, and you become more creative on the job than the job needs you to be creative. You start finding problems and stuff. And you're doing more, and other people are looking at you like, "Yo, dude, what are you doing?" And you're doing more than you pay for, that kind of thing. But you can't help it because you're a problem solver. So you see things and you're like, and you put yourself in a real odd spot with probably some of the workers there that don't appreciate you being creative. But dude, the moment you stop that, man, is like imagine retiring and you were in a position to always solve problems, and now you're retired and you're not solving problems. I can see how that can just start to, So, I would say stay busy, man. Get into stuff. Solve problems, okay? Solve problems, man. Take on something challenging. Shit, start playing video games. How's that? As you get older, and you get, do something young and problem solving and require agility and hand-eye coordination. You think it's only for kids, but I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Okay, what's up? Who's that? Like ish. Fix Dyson. I hope that's I swear I hope that is a typo. Let me see if the I is next to the O. Yes, the I is next to the O. Yes, we do fix Dysons. I do fix Dysons. Tell me what's going on with your Dysons. But I thought you were trying to trick me into saying something on the Oh my God. I saw Fox, can you Fox Dyson, but I'm assuming it's fixed. So yeah, tell me what's wrong with the Dyson, and I'll see if I can give you 2-3 advice. So this is what I'm doing, guys. I want to see what's in this section of the Dyson, because what happens is this section of the Dyson get very clogged up. This section, and people don't realize how bad it can get. So let's get in there, man. Let's go and see if we can break into this thing. Okay, and let me see what kind of driver I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need probably a T8 down here. Let me see. What is this? This is a T9. So this is a T9, a torque screw. So let me take this first set out real quick. Now I've done this on one of my other videos before, but this guy is acting kooky. So I wanna do some basic things first, okay? And see what's going on. All right. Now here's a culprit that a lot of people don't realize is a culprit. You see this clear section right here? There's a section that's clear right here. Okay? And then all of this looks whiter. You know what that is? This part of it is clogged up. And this part is not. See that? Okay? Keep that. Alright? There's no rubbing that's going to take that off. See that? It's not like I can clean it from the outside. See? I can't clean it from the outside to remove that. I can't. Let's say I can just like rub here real hard and then it becomes like this. No. This is kind of tatted up there. So we're going to go in and see what's up, all right? Okay, was told to buy new motor, keep shutting off every 15 seconds. Nah, you know what? It may not be the new motor. Okay, that may not solve that particular problem. Let's find out first before you do that, okay? Let's go all the way in first before you do that. At least you can see what you may have to do. You know, like that gentleman in that video before, he had said something which I believe in. He said, you know what, it's good to do your research and go online and find stuff out. Learning how it works is a big help. Okay, so that's what this is for. Let's see if I can help you out here. Okay, now take a look at this. Look what I'm finding inside of this thing. Okay, so far this can't be good. How's that one? How about if we disagree with that? We can agree that this can't be good. Okay? So I'm going to get a vacuum and kind of vacuum this up as I go, okay? All right, let's see. Now I'm cool with Dyson. But, you know, people got to make money and all that stuff. I understand that, but, man, I'll be honest with you. It's not even profitable on our end to really mess with these guys too much because the price points are really like tight. You know, so yeah, but so now they don't just charge the customers a lot of money for the machines. They don't give the shops the room for real profit, I believe. So you know, it's what it is. They're gonna do what they do, but I don't. They're good at designing. I love the ingenuity. I love the creativity. So I'm still coming from that point of view. You know, I'm that guy. So I'm using a little toothbrush here, guys, to kind of just clean some of this out. If you notice, it's a little better, right? Okay, I'm just getting all that crud out of here. Now I still got crud in here, so I'm gonna have to. I'm working my way this way. Okay. All right. Now be careful with this wiring. This is connected to the this sends the electricity down to the floor. All right, let me see if You're a retired physician. Ah, awesome. Yes. Now think about it. I'm glad you're even looking at solving this problem, because this is what you've been doing all your life. You've been a problem solver for your entire life. You know? Oh. Big up to you. I'm sure there's a lot of lives that are better off because you took that profession. There's a saying that I like. It said, "I planted many trees that I'll never take shade under." You've changed a lot of lives, and you may not even, sometimes you'll know, but you may not even be able to communicate with the person whose life you saved, So good work, good on you. I'm trying to get this off, guys, and I used to just be able to just pull it, but I have a feeling there's a lot of debris on this here. All right, let me go further, because I think let me stop here for a second. Let me keep going. Let me go down a little further. Now I'm gonna go through the back here also, and I'm gonna return to this guy. I'm gonna go through the back here. You need a long screwdriver. I don't think it's a torque. Let me double check. Okay, let me see something. It might be. Shit. It might be. You don't feel. I can't see in here. Hold on. It is. I think it's a torque screw, and it's a T. What is this? A T10. So a T10 is back here. I thought it was Phillips. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I thought it was Phillips. So a T10 is back here. Let's get these guys out. And don't be afraid of this stuff, guys. They're only screws. They're screws that they just put the screws in. Now, if you can remember where the screws go, you're good. If you can't, then you may be in trouble. Now I remember that the long screws go near the motor here, right here. So the long screws are right here, okay? And these are T8s that go towards the bottom, or T9s, my bad. All right. And shit, it might be a T. Let me see if it's a T10, and I was just being a little soft. Nope, they are smaller. They are smaller, okay? And then these T10s on the outside, so you keep them separate if you can't remember, okay? Come on. What's going on here? Hold on. This guy is acting funky. Okay, let me change up. I have a sneaky suspicion someone worked on this already, and the screws got mixed up somehow. Let me see. I'm trying to. Do I have a long, skinny one? Let me get a regular screwdriver. Let me see if I can get down here, because I'm getting a little bit of resistance. How small do I have? Let me try this guy. Let me see something. Huh. Nope, this is not small enough. Are you kidding me? Let me try this again. Yeah, these are different sizes. Wow, interesting. Huh. Trying to keep you out, Wayne. Nah, dude, you're not gonna keep me out, man. Let me see if I have a smaller one of these. Golly, are you kidding me? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, man, what do you think? Oh man, you can't keep me out. Let me see. All right, hold on. Get him in there. Come on. Oh my God. All right, I need an extension. I need an extension. Where's my other stuff? I need an extension for this. Ay, carajo. Come on. Come on, look around. Where's this stuff at? I must have taken it to the shop. All right, no sweat. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. Shit. Think you're gonna stop me? Who you think I am, man? All right. You notice I talk to my machines, right? Actually, what I'm doing is I'm talking to myself. I always do that to talk myself through a problem if I'm trying to solve something, and I just kind of I do it when I'm drawing. I'll talk myself out of the here it is. Talk myself into like the next draw, like a like let's say the girl had blonde hair or something. I'm drawing a blonde hair girl. Are you a mechanic? You know what? Oh, an engineer. You know what? At heart, I'm an engineer. I run a shop. I have a shop that sells. Oh wow! Look at this trash. Gosh, you guys, are you seeing it in the bottom left corner here? I run a vacuum sales. Mostly, a lot of online sales, sales and repair shop here in Monroe, North Carolina. Right, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. Holy cow, this is giving me a tough time, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so I got this out. I got that out. This one here. They made them in different sizes. It's ridiculous. So, but hey, man, I'm not gonna be deterred. Where's my tiny one? Hold on. But that one's further down. Oh no! See that? It's all the way down in here, and I don't have the long one here. I think the other. Oh wait a second! I might have it. Hold on. See that? I have a whole thing of it, and no, damn it! I don't have that one. I think those are at my shop. Okay, come on. Let's keep going. Let's find a way. We're gonna find a way. Wait, is that a Philip? Is that what they did? Is that one Phillips? What the hell? What are you messing with me for? Hold on. Golly, I can't even get us to the point where I'm actually showing you the stuff on the inside, because this crap is funky. I only need 2 screws to come out. I just have 2 left. Is that nuts? Damn it. I think someone worked on this before and they switched up the screws. I swear, because that's the only reason I can't see a factory doing this. Well, then again, let me not say that. Let me not say that, because you never know. That might be part of some engineer's plan. You live in Illinois. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's cool. Damn it, man. This is pissing me off right now. I can't get this. I can't get the right size for this. This is crazy. This is the first time I ran into this. I ran into like them having different size screws, but this is weird. Let me try another one. Let's see. What's this? Let's see. This may not be long enough though. That's the problem. See? It stops right here. Golly. You can already see that there's a whole pile of dirt. So there's a lot of stuff in here that we need to get out and clean out. And I'm thinking that's part of the problem, guys, with this machine, is that it's caked up. Let me see if I can break into this section here. Come on. Come on out, man. Come on. Stop playing around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these guys are out. Okay. Yeah, let's try to open this section here. Come on. Unless I'm seeing something wrong. Hold on. Let me try this. Maybe I am. Let me go in this back end. Let me go in the back end first. Give me a second. You know, how's this? Solving problems, right, don't mean you don't run into that. The reason why you got problems is because You gotta solve because they're problems. Yeah, that's just the whole deal, right? The reason why you got issues is because issues exist, man. All right, let me see something here. All right, stop playing around with me. Nah, I still have those guys. Those guys are still attached. Golly, man. Hold on. I'll find it. What the hell? What size is that? I can't even determine the size. Let me think. Let me get a paintbrush. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna use a paintbrush. All right. I also paint, guys. Skateboards and all that stuff and artwork. And at times I just have a bunch of paintbrushes around. I'm gonna get a skinny paintbrush, and I want to get inside. Here. Nah, this is probably too big. Yeah. I need one without this little bulky without this bulky thing. I just need a straight, skinny, thin paintbrush. I wanna see if there's something, if it's dirt inside the head and it's preventing me from getting a good grip on that, right? So I want to clean it out a little bit, just kind of see if I can get some dirt out of the hole. Maybe that hole is maybe the hole is causing a problem here. All right. See, I'm destroying my paintbrush for you guys. Flame. I'm destroying it for you guys. Look what I'm doing for you. Oh no, that's manipulation, right? Those bad relationships. Look what I'm doing for you. Oh my gosh. All right, come on, play nice. Come on out. Come on, let's see. This is it. Come on. Come on. Damn it, man. Guys, I am so sorry about this. That I'm stuck and the better part of my tools are at my shop. And I didn't expect to run into this situation here today. I've never had like this kind of problem, you know? So I wasn't prepared for this one. Alright. Damn. Because this is where a lot of that caked up stuff happened. All right, let's go back to here again. Let's see if we can get this off without. I don't want to damage anything, so I'm being a little bit careful with this. More careful than I normally am with vacuums, because this guy is fragile. These little Dysons are fragile, so that's the problem. It's supposed to be. Come on, baby. There's a slider. They slide in in kind of a groove, and I have a feeling that it's caked up so bad that it's acting like glue. But what I would hate is that I needed to take this off, and I can't get it off, and I can't remember. You know what? I'm gonna move this to the side. I have another one just like this right next to me. The reason why I had it there is because I just in case I wanted to compare the way they operate. So let me show you the motion through that one. I wanted to do a comparison. So let me go through the motions with this. This way you can still get the benefit of what I'm doing. Okay? Let me clean this up. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it again. So I'm gonna have to really wait till I get to the office to deal with that one specifically. But let's go to the motions here. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about, and we can at least have you see what I was referring to. So let's do it again. No biggie. We'll start from here. Hopefully you're still here to hang out with me. with this. Now this one is not a 10. Look at that. This is these are smaller. My gosh, this one is smaller. Let me see. Yep, got it. And let me just use this guy. All right, let's take these guys out. And let me separate them from these screws here. That I don't want them mixing up with each other. Let me get this set over here. Someone used glue. It could be right. You know, like you're trying to fix stuff from home, and I get it. I've done it before. But damn, tell me that you use glue so I'm not stuck like this. Yeah, you use glue, you know. My son's rear windshield wiper came off, and I'm like, man, let me put it up. And the only reason it came off, it was really hot, and it seemed like whatever adhesive they used, it seemed like it melted, you know. So I went to Lowe's and I got some adhesive. I'm like, man, I'm not buying a $130 windshield, a rear view mirror, just because that one comes with a new adhesive seal. You know, it seems like silly. It's like, nah, go on, just buy adhesive. So I had to go and glue it on there, try to make it look as neat as possible, because you know how kids are. It's like, Dad, you know, it look homemade, you know. Oh man. So yeah, they probably did glue it. I still commend them for it if that's what they did, because I understand you're trying to keep what you have, and you want to value. You don't want to buy into that idea of throwing everything away. It makes companies money, yes, but for us, it's just not smart. Even though I'm a company, and even though I have no problem selling you, my wares, but still, I'm still a citizen, and I'm still a shopper. I still buy things, so Okay, so this one here is off, right? This one isn't so bad. This one isn't so bad. All right, now let's see if I was mistaken here, because if I was, then I need to be corrected, and no problem. I'm okay with that, right? Let me see if let's see if I can get this one off easy. And if I actually need the other side off, then that's what the case is, and I'll get the other side off, no problem. But I was under the impression I should be able to get it off from here, you know? Okay, here we go. One. Go around the circle. Let me see. Is it working? Is it working? Look like it is. All right, let me go around. Let me go the back way then. All right, let me go the back way. It's fine. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, and these guys, what are you? Are you guys Philip? You guys are Philip. You guys happen to be Philip. Well, Philip, positive. Make my job a little bit easier today. Damn. All right. I'm funny. You know what? Life is short. There's a lot, but thank you. I'll take funny. I'll take funny over bitter. How's that? I'll take funny over bitter. Because the opposite of funny isn't unfunny. Opposite of funny to me is bitter. And what I mean is, some people can't take a joke, and they don't want to be made fun of, for fun, And you take yourself too seriously, you can't even joke at yourself. That means inside you have a very bitter spirit. So that's why I say the opposite is bitter. That's just my own little opinion. So now, okay, I was able to get these screws out. All right. Let's see what we got. let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is the same unit. It's just that the V11, the same unit. It's just that the, here we go. See that? We were able to separate that. Let me see if there's another screw that went down into that would have prevented me from opening that. No. See? So let me go back in here then. I was a little bit reluctant to put too much pressure on it because I was like, eh. So this is the motor section, okay, for this unit. Pretty much it's like one of these. It's just the whole motor all the way out, okay? This is the motor section. And yeah, sometimes the motor could be the problem. Sometimes it's this little circuit board right here, not necessarily the motor itself. Sometimes it could be this guy right here. Let me do it. Let me do it with this, because I think the screws are already out of this one. Let me show you what it looks like underneath. Trusty Phillip. I still haven't gotten that thing off, so I'm gonna go back to it because it's pissing me off right now. And you notice how this, it has a thick coat of silicone on it. So there's not much a person can do, even if you are a computer savvy, circuit board savvy person, to mess with these with the silicone on top of here. Okay, it's supposed to prevent water from damaging this, I believe. I think that's what I heard. But it also makes it very hard to work on if you have to do anything at all and test it or whatever. So when they say get a new motor, it's a shortcut, which is, I understand the shortcut, because I'm not gonna mess with this. See what I'm saying? If I'm not gonna mess with it, now if you're willing to kind of peel back all of this and hoping that you don't damage any of the connections, then go for it. But I'm not that person right now, so I'm not gonna mess with this part. See that? That's where I am. Okay. Now there's a guy, probably that guy down the road who repair computers, and you go by there and say, hey man, can you do me a favor? You think you can check this little board right here and see if there's a connection that's not communicating or something? A kid like that might take a shot at it because he's just adventurous and he likes the creative process, so you never know. All right, let me go in, man. So I have to be able to pull this off now, because all the screws are out. So hopefully this is better than the other one. Let me see. Hold on. Is there any screws on this side? Nope. And there's nothing on this side. Okay, that means I should be able to soft. Then I just gotta pry it off. All right, let me go for it then. Let me go for it. And if I find the secret, I'll tell you. Come on. Golly, it's not moving. Come on, buddy. What the hell? I've been doing this for like 5, 10, 20 minutes now. It's like, damn, dude. Get something right. Alright, hold on. It's the same. I'm having the same problem, so maybe that other one, that wasn't a problem. Come on, Wayne. What the hell? It's like halfway there, but it's not. Wait. I think I know what happened. Okay, so this side is open. This little section here. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around from the part that's already open, and I'm just going to pry it, okay? I'm just going to pry it until it finally opens up. Look at that. It did. Gosh. Holy cow. What a thing. Okay. So now we got this all the way down to here. Now, there's some more screws here. But you may not have to go that far. There's not much more to go beyond this. So if you notice that here is like caked up and you look inside of here and you can see a lot of dirt and crud, that's straining your motor. That's making it so your motor don't have any suction, and you may even blow it out. Okay, so now let me double back now that we got this one off and we show that there's no screw holding it in. I'm not going to break it. Let me go back to the other one. It's been a while since I worked on these guys, so I was a little reluctant to kind of put too much force. All right, so now, okay, so we're not messing with back here right now. Okay, we can still mess with this section right here by all by itself. Let me find an opening, and then we're gonna pry it from that opening. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. I can't wait to see what's inside this shit after it's giving me so much trouble. You see, I'm cursing on the damn channel. Who's that there? Learn a lot. Well, I'm glad you're learning from me. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jeff. I know, right? Thank you, Jeff. I'm gonna add it to my resume. I love that. I love that, man. That's a good attitude. You know, that's the attitude I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. We gotta open it. Let's keep prying. I'm just gonna work it around. Keep going up. Here we go. Keep going up. Just going around in a circle. Oh, I slipped out. Keep going up. There you go. There you go. Around in a circle. All the way around. I'm gonna let my, I broke my glove here just now with my screwdriver. Come on, just keep going around the circle. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. That's it, that's it. Man, I thought I had enough strength for some of this stuff, but holy cow. Are you kidding me? I think there's gotta be, I really want to see what's in this thing. What is in this? To have this thing so tight. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. You're almost there. Hold on. You're almost there. I got you. Damn. Come on. Holy cow. I can see the crud, though. I can see the crud, but I can't seem to move the damn thing. Holy cow. Come on, man. Oh, man. Now I'm determined. Yeah, now I'm determined. Golly. Well, guys, that's my dilemma right now. Got it. Gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I swear, it'd be funny if the guys at Dyson are watching this video and they're like, you see? I told you. It worked. We're keeping him out. Guys, look. That shit worked. I told you, Charlie. I told you when I add that little extra adhesive in there. It's gonna work. This particular one, the other one came off a lot easier than this one. What's holding this thing in? Oh my God. All the screws are out. Yeah. Okay, is this side over here? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Get off. Get out of here. Get out of here. Damn, almost there. Oh my God. I'm so glad my dentist in the past never had to go through this with me. I had a root canal though. That was, holy cow. That root canal was, if I never went back to a dentist ever in my life, you would totally understand why. Because of that root canal experience. They gave me Novocaine, right? This was in my 20s, and I had a cavity that was infected, and the Novocaine wasn't working. So they had this. The guy had this this thing with a twirl or something on it, and he would go up and he had to pull out the nerves. And I'm feeling everything, okay? And he's like, I need you to give me more Novocaine, man. He's like, I can't give you any more. You know, I can't give you any more. I was like, oh my God, man, this is ridiculous. You need to put me asleep or something then. I mean, and he finally got the nerves out. Holy cow, the pain was incredible. So, damn, this thing is jammed for real, guys. This is no joke. This is no joke. This guy is not coming out. Oh shit. Come on. Holy cow, man. Damn. Okay. I can see the stuff though. I can see it. It's caked up like a mother. like a mother in the you know, you said like a mother. It's caked up really bad. I can see it though. That's and I guarantee you that's what's causing this. It's like right there. You can see all the. It's jammed up, and I have a feeling whatever it is holding this damn thing inside. Can't seem to get. Come on, give me some leverage. Let me see. I read some. Pay my dentist extra. Do you really? I didn't have that. You know what? I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. I probably didn't even have the money to do that at the time. Oh my God, I would have if I had. Come on, man. This is not right. Something is not right here. Let me see something. Is there a screw in this that I don't realize? That there's not a third. Nah, man, there's not a third nothing here that would have held this in. There's no way this could have been held in. Alright, it just slides up and slides in. And the only thing you have to make sure you slide the stuff over here. But this guy is giving me a hard time. Is there anything else that would have held it in? Let me see. Oh, you know what? No, that still wouldn't have done it. That wouldn't have done it. No, something is not right, man. Alright, guys, I'm stuck. I'm very sorry about this. I hope this has entertained you just a little bit. Wait. I see something. Hold on. I think I know what the problem might be. I see something. I think I know what the problem is. Wow, look at that. I'm fighting against the plastic. You see this little nub right here, this little section right here that look like it's right there. Let me see something. Give me a second. You know what I have to do, which I don't want to have to do, but I have to do it? I'm going to have to put it back in. I got to put it back in. I got to put it back down. I got to put it back down. I may have, I don't know. I may have created my own problem by the way it's positioned. I don't know. Let me see something. Either that or swear or somebody went in this thing already. It's not in the line. It's not in the socket. It's not in the socket. This thing has a groove that it slides into. Let me show it up here. There's a like a line groove that it slides into. Okay, and I'm gonna show it here. There's a groove that these things slide into grooves. Okay, and I have a sneaky suspicion that it was out of the groove. It was out of the groove because it's forcing the plastic. So I'm fighting against the plastic. That's what I'm doing. That's why it's not coming up. So I think I have to put it back and try to adjust it maybe. And maybe try to adjust it and see if it'll come back out. See if it'll come back out smooth, you know? Gosh. That's what it looks like to me. Let me see something. Let me see if I can... Let me see what I can do here. Let me see what I can do here. Hold on. Let me see if I can put a wedge between this and that. Yeah. Alright, there's a wedge. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now I'm holding my... Give me a second. Let me do something. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me do it with my chest here like this. Oh! Oh my God! That's the feeling right there. That's the feeling, man. That's what you're searching for right there. That's it. That's it. Fills your whole body full of adrenaline. Dopamine and all that good stuff. That's what you're searching. That's it right there. Okay. So. Wow. Okay. How can I display what I'm looking at so you can understand what's happening? All right, now you see all of this, okay? Imagine now behind the mesh. Imagine the mesh, right? Now let me see if I can visual. Okay, you see how you can see my blue? I'm talking to this camera right now. You can see my blue through here. You can see it through. Okay, now this one you see how you can see the seat, you can see through. Okay, you can see through it, right? Okay. Now this one here is dark. Alright? There's no pores. See that? There's no pores escaping, so the suction is stifling. It's like, right? That's what's happening with this anyway. With this here. This strains your motor and your battery. And then you start getting these wonky stuff. So what you would do after, hopefully you don't have to go through what I just went through. Hopefully as easy as this one here. Right? Because really all it is taking the screws out. But there's one last little thing that you have to be mindful of. And it's this little section right here where you slide it into the groove. Into that. Let me use my what do you call that? My little thing, and you can see the groove. You see that? See that? You can see it better. Let me see. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where is it at? Where I put it at? I just brushed it. Oh, over here. See it right there? Right there. And so you have to let that slide up in that line right here. Right here. Okay? So, but if you have a lot of crud in it, it'll make it hard for it to do that. So let's clear this stuff out. Let me turn this fan off because this is going to blow dust all over the place. Alright, so let's clean this out. So most of the videos are only really honestly online now, and I'm not, whatever. I'm not worried about what anyone says about things. But most of them are really at this point are probably just teaching how to clean this filter right here, this filter. But this stuff is also very bad for your motor. Look how caked up. It's caked up. It's like it's caked up in there. Okay? Wait until I get into the the mesh area. Okay. Wow. I feel your pain. Oh. Really? Oh, wow. Yes. Look. Just like adult life, kids don't know what it's like. People, period, in general. If you haven't been through a thing, you don't know. You don't know. You have theories and stuff. You have like, well, logically I would have done this, There's a lot of that, and some of that stuff can help. But man, unless you've gone through it, people don't truly understand the pain. You don't lean on it though. You don't lean on it because a lot of people lean on not even their pain, the pain of somebody else. So they lean on other people's pain, like, see what my people go through. It's like you didn't go through that stuff. Now look at this. Look at all this. Look, I'm just brushing it on the inside, and all this stuff is just coming out. This is just me brushing on the inside. This thing is caked up seriously, okay? Really bad. And I'm just using a toothbrush to brush it. I'm gonna use a little vacuum now to kind of vacuum this stuff up. I'm patting it because if you rub it, the bristles are gonna try to stick to the thing. Let me clear all this up right now. We don't need to see no more of this. It's done. So I'm just doing it like this because I know and I'm gonna try to run it across here too. So just imagine your home filter or your car filter. If it was this caked up, stuff would start breaking down. Just think of it like that. That's all. This is basic stuff. And once you start from here, and then you can worry about the other things. But if this is messed up and you put another motor in the thing, then you're going to deal with the same problem after 2-3 months. All right? Sometimes it's just the battery, honestly. Sometimes you just got to buy a new battery. But sometimes you just got to clean the damn thing because it's choking the machine. And sometimes that's all it is, dirt. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something so silly, right? Look, I appreciate the old ways, okay? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Pain is sin leaving the body. That's a great way to look at it. It's a great way to look at it. But when you have a lot of pain, you're like, damn, I must have had a lot of sin. What the? What did I do, Lord? What did I do? Why am I hurting so much, man? So yeah, you can look at it like that, but it could also torture you. Damn, am I that much of a sinner? Why am I in so much pain? So yeah. But that's still, I mean, if it works for you, then use it. If it depowers you, then don't hold on to it. Okay? If it make you feel less than, and make you feel like you're being targeted and stuff like that, it's like, nah, I don't think pain gives a crap who you are. You're not being targeted. It's just pain. Oh man. You know what? I can totally see why people back in, ancient times, what's the word when they give pain a human form? Anamorphize, what? Oh my God, there's a word. Somebody knows the word. There's a word when they give Earth a human kind of personality. Oh my God, there's a word. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I can see why they do that, because you could feel like pain itself. Like there's a villain. There's a villain named Pain, right? And he's just torturing you, and then a villain named Love comes in and try to rescue you or something like that. Personification. Yeah. I think so too. But it started with an A, I think, the one I was thinking of. But yes, thank you for that one. That's perfect. You know, and so they give like the sun. The sun has its own entity, and the wind is another. I can see why, because you could think that Pain have it out for you, like Nightmare. Nightmare is his own entity, and the Lord of the Dream Worlds and all the other stuff. I see why those guys came up with stuff like that. Very creative way of describing, the universe. All right, so now I'm gonna put this back a little bit, but let me wipe it down a little bit more. But the major bad stuff is gone, right? And so the rest of it is really you just trying to be as neat as you can, if you kind of wipe it down and all that stuff, But the crud is out of here, right? Let me just run the vacuum one more time again, just to be on the safe side. Okay. All right, the crud is out of here. Yeah, give an inanimate object, but yeah, human characteristics. Yeah. You know what? Thank you for that. You just gave me a way to verify it. Let me see if I can, because when you can remember something, your brain is telling you. No, you're right. I'm not even debating that. I'm looking up the other one. What's the other one? Oh my God. Oh my God, man. I hear these guys in debates using it all the time. It's forget it. I can't remember the word. I can't get it out of my head. I can't, because I'm trying to remember it. Anyway, but that's perfect right there. That's the. Is this a word that they've been using in a lot of these like Christian versus atheist debate or whatever, and they use this word, and I'm trying to remember it. And it's not It's not anamorphosized. It's not blah 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 blah. Forget it. I'm done. But you got it. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you for that. Thank you for helping me out with that. Yeah. All right. So let me put this back, and let me be very careful to put it in line where it's supposed to be, because it'll be hard to get back out again if I don't do it. So I'm kind of lining it up right now as I'm sliding it down. Hold on, let me make sure this is clear. Give me a second. Make sure it's clear, because I don't know why this. Okay. Come on, buddy. Okay. This is the only puzzling part that you're going to have to, like, just kind of deal with, because this is what it is. This is the part that you just have to kind of wiggle it in and just hope that you do it right. Okay? And it's in the right line. And you slide it all the way down in the right spot. And it covers where it's supposed to cover. Hold on. And just wiggle it until you're comfortable, okay? but don't you don't have to force it. Just take your time and do it. Okay, hold on. I had to make sure. Hold on. I bent something and I gotta straighten it out. I bent right here just now a little bit. Give me a second. While I was opening it, I bent it. Okay. I press the button on my keyboard. All right, so we slide it down. Make sure we can get it in here. Get it in the post so you can get your screws in, and then we can move on from there. Okay. Make sure this is in the post. Yep. Some of it is kind of, I used when I used the flathead, some of it is kind of protruding out just a little bit. There you go. How about you, young man? There you go. Just kind of stick yourself in there so we can slide you in. All right. You too. Because I had to use too much force to get this out. So now I gotta make sure everybody is happy before I go any further. Okay, he's good. All right, so everybody is nice and snug. One more. There we go. And one last one here. Yep. Everybody's in. Everybody's snapped in. Fantastic. Okay, let's put these screws back and let's test this thing out. Okay. Listen, folks, thanks for hanging out as long as you have. Thanks for the conversation. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the research there on my behalf there, Jake and Jeff. Thank you guys. All right. Yeah. So why is my Dyson kept shutting off every 15 seconds? Well, you know what? One, I would try the battery first after trying to clean it, because it could be starving. It could be trying to get. A lot of these things have Hoover has it. Dyson obviously have one where if it senses a clog, okay, it's gonna cut off. It's not gonna allow the motor to overheat. Okay, so that's one thing. Sometimes it's the battery. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I wouldn't go. Let me not say that. If you're testing it out, if you tried all of these other things, if you tried cleaning it, okay. So now we're back together again. If you try cleaning it, like I was doing here, if you tried, making sure all that stuff is clear, then the next step would be the battery. Don't go to motor, right? Don't go to motor next, okay? There's a couple of, unfortunately, this particular one isn't the same because the filter is hooked to a safety. Some of the other Dysons, they still work if you pull the filter out. And there are times when you take the filter out, it runs. And the moment you drop the filter in, it stops. It starts acting funny. That's a clear sign that it's clogged. You see? Because the air was escaping and the motor was free to breathe. So it just kept running. And the moment you drop the filter in, you're closing off all the outside air, and then it cuts off. So assume then that the Dyson vacuums themselves, because they build off of the old model. They do this model, then they go up, then they continue to try to keep going up. So assume for a second that if your vacuum is if a Dyson vacuum stick, if it shuts off the moment it starts, assume first that it's clogged somewhere. Okay, whether it's in here, whether it's in the tubing, okay, or it's on the floor nozzle, because these nozzles, without going too far out, and always just look through the whole tubing, like, make sure you can see all the way through, okay, and you can see that there's light. Where is it? Let me see if I can do it this one. Damn, I can't do it with this camera. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. And then these guys here, well, this one is a little better than than the vacuums because the opening is a little wide. It's a wider opening. But some of those vacuums had a very thin little space opening, and that thing gets jammed up and clogged up, and people don't see it. So you look at it, and it looks like this, and you don't see the clog. So a lot of people say, yeah, my vacuum is not clogged because they think clogging is here, like it's hairy. Sometimes the clog is in. Now, if all of that checks out, 1 checks out, 2 checks out, right? You cleaned it. It's checked out. Not just the filter itself, okay? Then the next step is the battery. And if the battery doesn't fix the problem, then yeah, something happened with the circuit board. Maybe the motor something happened at that point. Then yeah, then you will get another motor. Now listen, I've gotten motors off of eBay, and I don't buy the motor like this. If I'm going to spend the money, I'm just going to get it like this. I'm going to get the whole thing. Okay? Because then if I put my battery in and whatever, I'll send the whole thing back. But I'm not going to go through the trouble of taking this whole thing apart to install this motor for that to not be the problem. Because what's all of this? All of this is just plastic covering. The real issue is going to be the connection between the motor circuit board and the and these prongs inside here and the battery, right? So I'll buy this whole thing, and that's how, if I have to replace it, I'll do that. I'll just get a used one or something and try it out, and go from there. Okay, so this is my second go-to after I do all the cleaning and all the unclogging. I hope that kind of that makes the point there. Okay, so did I put no, I didn't put all my screws back yet. Let me put all my screws back. Let me put the other ones back. And then, now, if this machine turns on all by itself, guess what I got to do? I got to go back in. I'm literally going to have to go in. I'm going to have to do this. Then I'm going to have to go down and see what's happening on the inside of this damn thing right here. These are a pain in the ass to fix. I'll be perfectly honest with you. There's no way around it, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. These are not fun to fix when they come in. No, these are not, they're not fun. Okay. You bought the whole thing. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. It's like, look, I already know what's coming, guys. It's coming, okay? And what I mean is coming, it's not like doom and gloom. I'm not talking about doom and gloom, but it is coming where the things would just be unrepairable, okay? A lot of the vacuum companies are changing their model to that deal directly with our customer service, and they just replace the vacuum, right? And then some of them would have you cut the cord. I'm talking when it's under warranty. They have you cut the cord, and then they'll ship you another one or something like that. So a lot of the repair centers and that whole attitude of repairing is probably gonna fade out. You already see it already with you don't see the TV repair. I mean, who was the last time you repaired a TV? You know what I mean? They don't repair TVs no more. They just buy another one, right? So when that becomes like all the way across the board, and you have AI and hopefully AI can it maybe they may make the units where AI can diagnose the problem or something, and who knows? But I'm not oblivious to that, right? I changed my model for my store to, I mean, we're a sales, we sell, we're a sales store, and our service is a service. You know what I mean? So, because at the end of the day, they're going to make it to where you're just not going to be able to fix the thing, or we're not going to have access to be able to fix the thing. you know. So it's what it is. All right. But the activity is therapeutic, I think. Golly, man. Did I get one of those screws that was giving me a tough time already? Gosh, let me not do this. Let's not do this. Is this the same as this? I don't want a different screw in here. I don't want to. Let's not do that. All these are the same, and this is the same. Okay. Yeah, I just went through that. I don't want to go. I don't want this to happen again. All right, so now this is in. All right, here we go. So all the screws are in. I'm wrapping it up. I have a few more to deal with, man. I got a smartwash that I gotta have ready by Monday. I have a shark stick that I have to have ready by Monday. What's that? Adrian Morris, where do you source the wheels? Half spare ones. They're going to head. Hold on, time out. Are you referring to these? Maybe not this one per se, but you're talking about like these kind of wheels? Shadow Master, what's up? Adrian, are you talking about these kind of wheels here? Yes. Okay. Okay, this is what you do. Go to Parts Warehouse first. Okay, go to Parts Warehouse. What they'll do is they'll give you schematics of the vacuum you're looking for, and you can get the part numbers, the first part. Now, if they have it, buy it from them, right? If not, because I have distributors that I deal with, right? But a lot of the time, Dyson particularly, only certain places are gonna have genuine Dyson parts, like wheels. Everyone else is gonna have aftermarket parts. Okay, so it's very funny getting Dyson parts. So when you buy stuff on let's say Amazon, just assume that it's aftermarket. All right, make that assumption. All right, then if you get it and it's genuine, then you're a bonus. Fair enough. Especially if it's a battery, it's gonna be an aftermarket. So I was able to get Dyson batteries, but they start becoming scarce from my distributors, and now a lot of the batteries you're gonna have to go on Amazon. So the wheels, go to Parts Warehouse, partswarehouse.com, and they'll give you schematics. All right. Okay. So because I do have a few wheels, but I don't want to tell you, like, because you can't buy from my guys because they only do business with the shops. But if you have a tough time online, then reach back out to me. Go to monroevacuums.com, use my contact page, and I can see if I can help you. All right, now here we go. Let's see what we got. All right. I still got to put my screw back into this thing over here, but yeah, damn it. Let me not be halfway, man, because it's not cool. Let me do it properly. Okay. In the 80s, they say half stepping. I grew up in the Bronx in the 80s. No half stepping. All right, no half stepping. All right. What does that even look like? Like you make a half step. Let's try to visualize somebody. You're about to walk and you make a half step. It's like. So he's saying, don't act like you're walking, or don't act like you're working, or don't work halfway or whatever. Don't work halfway. Don't do the job halfway. But if you half step, you're not walking. So it's like you act like you're working. I work with people like that. You're acting like you're working. You ain't doing shit. I used to work with people like that. Okay. Let's see what we got. It's flush now, right? Look at that. All right, let me put 2 screws into this bad boy. All right. And let me just hold them in for a second and see what the deal is. These are. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So we have the batteries are normally Phillips, guys, by the way. Just a quick little thing. The batteries are normally Phillips screws. All right. Where's my little mini Phillips screwdriver? I know I have a smaller one than this. My hands were just shaking. Get out of here. I gotta test it again. Was my hands, was that just shaking? Or was it the position I was in? Hold on. Tell me if my hand is shaking. Just tested it. You ready? Yes, it is a little bit. It looked like it was shaking like the Flash. But just now it felt like it was shaking like... Golly, man. That was weird. It felt like it was... It felt like it was doing this. You know? Shit. People in their 20s don't got to think about stuff like this. They have no clue, man. People in their 20s got no clue about this stuff, man. I guess they shouldn't. I guess, I don't know. I guess you can't be thinking about this stuff all your life. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put the same filter back in. And I'll wrap it up right here. 1, 2, 3, and go. It doesn't turn on by itself. But does it turn on? Fantastic! One more time. Now, this is the real test. This is the real test right here. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, I had one that when it turned on, it only worked in the middle. The moment it was more power, it started going. It was still running, but it was going. And yeah, that one was weird. But that's what you do, guys. Before you replace the battery, before you replace the motor, my next step would have been I should have added one between the cleaning and the battery would have been to replace your filter. So I would have just said get you a newer filter, because I was ready, and I'm still ready. I'm probably still gonna put this filter on, but be prepared to replace the filter, and then go to the battery. If that doesn't fix the problem, go to the battery, and if the battery is not the problem, then then yeah, okay. All right. You could, if you're gonna buy the motor, then like I said, just get the whole thing. Don't go through don't do that to yourself. All right. Until next time. Okay. If you guys need something, like one of these machines, you need like some kind of video on fixing it. If I have the machine, I'll do it. If I know about it but I don't have it, I still make a video and kind of walk you through it the best way I can. That's kind of what the channel is for, and you just kind of hope enough people hear about us so we can spread the word, and yeah. All right, so hit a like on the way out. Close the door on the way out. I think that's how I end my channel from now on. Like, close the door on your way. Close the door on your way out. All right, guys, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate all the conversations and the questions. Hey, Adrian, man, you're awesome too, man. Thank you very much. You guys are very kind, man. There's some mean people online. You guys are the coolest. All right, I'll see you later.
Yes.
Okay, bye.